Okay, good afternoon, everybody. In a moment I will start my lecture. It will be like the last lecture, also something about the past, even remoter past from about 50 or 60 years ago.
Takže príjemné popoludne, o chvíľočku teda začnem svoju prednášku. Tak ako aj tá predošla, aj táto sa bude týkať minulosti a dokonca takej 50-60 rokov dozadu sa podrieme.
Okay, it will be about my problems and some of my memories about the past.
Bude to o mojich skladbách a o nejakých mojich spomienkach z minulosti. Maybe
this is sign of something. Maybe sign of old age, I don't know. To talk about
nejaký znak toho, že vlastne hovoríme o minulosti.
To talk about the past, but okay. And why do I talk about this? Because at the moment I'm writing something about my problems that I want to collect in a book. And during the work on this book, I came across some problems of mine from the past, which I had some questions about, and I even make some inquiries because they have to do with. They were published in Problemblad. And I made some inquiries with Entragrand about them, and the results, well, they are interesting.
Moment.
Yeah.
Takže Uri bude ukazovať svoje skladby, svoje dávne skladby a prečo tomu tak je, prečo vlastne svoje skladby a dávne hovoril, že pripravuje súbor svojich úloh, ktoré by mali výsť knižne, a pri tejto robote vlastne narazil na rôzne zaujímavosti, na rôzne skladby. Potom rozprával, že to riešili s Legrandom z Problembladu. Asi to bude detálnejšie hovoriť ďalej.
Yes, so the stories around the problems maybe are more interesting than the problems themselves. But anyway, I will show also the problems with the solutions, and maybe you will also find the problems themselves interesting.
No, ten celý príbeh je možno zaujímavejší ako samotné skladby, ale tak či onak týka sa to skladieb, takže ich ukáže aj s riešeniami a možno, že aj tie výjdu ako zaujímavé.
So, okay. I'll begin with this one. Well, I started composing problems at the age of 12 around.
Začal som skladať vo veku 12 rokov.
And this problem was composed something like 2 years afterwards, after I started.
A táto skladba vznikla asi 2 roky potom, ako som začal.
Okay, it is a part of the story, but first of all, before I continue with the story itself, I will show you the problem and the solution.
Je to časť toho celého príbehu, ale predtým, než o ňom bude rozprávať, tak ukáže tú skladbu aj s riešením.
Any questions until now?
Nemáte zatiaľ nejaké otázky? Dobre.
Okay.
Sorry? No, okay. Yes, no question.
No question. Okay. If there are any questions, please ask. I hope I can answer. So, this problem is self-made in 2 moves.
To je samomat s druhým ťahom.
And to put the glasses. Okay. So this problem was composed when I was about 14 years old, and I sent it to Problemlab. It looks to me a nice magazine.
Toto som zložil, keď som mal 14 rokov a poslal som to do holandského časopisu Problemlab, ktorý sa mi dal byť zaujímavým, pekným časopisom.
And I sent it to there, and it goes like this. Okay, some of you may remember my self-made in two problem, which shows the idea largely.
Možno niektorí si pamätajú moju skladbu, ktorá samo má druhým ťahom, ktorá spracúva ideálneho ruchlisa.
Luckily, we have Michel here to correct my mistakes. This one was composed even before the other one, and it shows also an ideal ruchlis.
Táto bola zložená ešte pred tou, ktorú sa zmienil, a tiež obsahuje ideálneho ruchlisa.
Yes, and at that time I can tell you that in self-mates it was never seen before. Not only ideal ruchlis, but also ruchlis not ideal was not seen in a self-mate.
V tých časoch takáto téma, ideálny ruchlis a nielen ideálny ruchlis, ale ruchlis vôbec, samomatok sa nevyskytovala.
And here the solution, if somebody knows my style, or I don't know, I just started at this time to develop some kind of style, but this one is as the mechanisms that I used also in the other problem, if you know it.
Možno niektorí poznáte môj štýl alebo moje skladby podobného typu. Tento mechanizmus som použil vo viacerých skladbách, alebo takýto princíp som použil vo viacerých skladbách.
And there is a set play.
Je tu zamýva hra.
And a solution.
A ešte.
Of course, if you have ruchlis, you must have some virtual play, and it consists of okay, those of you who recognize the idea could immediately tell that the black moves will be taking the queen with either the bishop or the knight, or coming here with the bishop and the knight.
Takže tí, ktorí ako už vidíte ideu alebo poznáte, tak bude vám jasné, že obrany budú buď teraz branie dámy na B5 strelcom alebo jazdcom, alebo druhý pár variantov na D5.
Okay, let's start by doing this move. And here, in order to make white, we have to get this out of the battery. So, this is the move. Check, and you must come here, mate. That's clear, huh? If he takes with the knight, we have to get the knight out of the way, and now we play this check, and knight takes rook, mate. Okay. If we come here with the bishop, now we have to take both of them. Those of you who know the dentist mechanism, this is the first move in the dentist mechanism. And if we could check, let's say, here, I think it is right. We check here. Now we take both of them out of the way.
Čo vysvetľuje, že v tomto druhom variante potrebujeme dostať obidvoch z tej línie, aby vznikla batéria, a sa to nazýva téma dentista, alebo neviem, či zubára sa to slovensky nazýva.
Zubár. This is the dentist. And when we come with the knife, maybe we would have liked to do again the dentist, something like that. But on that move, no
Toto nevychádza, pretože kráľ by odbehol na D3.
So here we have something different.
A v tomto variante nebude tá zubárska téma, niečo iné bude.
We don't use the battery now, but we use something else. We use the interference of this bishop.
Využijeme prerušenie stropka E4.
In order to check here,
jazdec berie so šachom
and this is the main.
a mezomatuje.
So this is something out of this mechanism, but it will appear to be at the last we shall see that this is part of the Ruchlis, the ideal Ruchlis here. All these moves that I'm showing now.
Nie je to niečo iné, ako keby iný prvok v mechanizme, ale tematicky to bude časť tej témy Ruchlisa.
And okay, we shall see this move also in another connection, in the connection of Dombrovsky's theme. The name of Dombrovsky's maybe was known, but Dombrovsky's theme, nobody heard about it at that time. But I did it in this problem without knowing myself that I did the Dombrovsky's theme.
Takže ten ťah jazdec berie E4 uvidíme aj v inej súvislosti, zrejme v súvislosti hrozby, ktorý to nazýva, že to bude Dombrovskysov prvok. V tom čase vlastne nebola ešte zverejnená tá Dombrovskysová úloha, podľa ktorej sa nazýva Dombrovskysová téma.
Okay. So, can anybody guess the solution? All right.
Rook B1.
Queen D5.
Queen
D5.
Very good.
Thank you.
There should be little mystery, Branislav.
Okay. This is no more a secret, this move, because the move of the queen along the battery in the self-made, creating all kind of changes, etc., is very, very well known now, and I am very glad for it, because I did it first, I think.
Takýto mechanizmus s tou ťahom dámy ťahom dámy po línii väzby je dneska už veľmi známy v samomatoch. A Uri hovorí, že on je veľmi rád, lebo si myslí, že to urobil prvý. Daj výklad.
And why we come here? Now we see this move in another connection. Now is the threat here.
A prečo hráme na D5? Teraz ten strelec je prerušený a jazdec berie E4 je hrozba.
And this is made. And these four moves that we showed before will be now defenses.
A tie 4 ťahy čierneho budú teraz obranami. Rovnako ako v danej hre.
This and this, of course, are defenses because they unpin the queen, which will protect the mate. And if we take the queen, here the bishop will protect this square. Yes. And when the knight takes, what happens?
C4 will be
D3
Yeah.
D3 is over.
Yeah, C4.
and D3.
Huh?
D3 is
And
over.
D3.
Yeah.
Also D3.
D3 and C4, yes. If we
Takže
take...
vysvetľuje, prečo sú to obranami. Keď hrá na B5, tak odviaže dámu, ktorá by zobrala na
Now
E4
there are
naspäť.
flights for the king.
A keď zoberie dámu strelcom alebo jazdcom, tak tam vznikajú voľné polia okolo kráľa.
So let's see what will happen after those four moves.
Pozrieme sa, aké Varianty nasledujú po tých
On this, we have again the dentist variation. Do we?
Yes.
I think so. Yes, we have the dentist variation. No problem, yes, with this. And on this now we have this variation, I think. Yes. Now it's okay. This is made. And when we take here, we get away bishop by this move, which was, if you remember, it was in the previous phase also this move, but after another move.
Vysvetľuje, že to je zámena obrany, pretože toto pokračovanie veža A3 vychádzalo v danej hre po inom ťahu, a rovnako táto.
This is made. Again, this move repeats, but after another move. So if you look carefully at all these moves and arrange them in the proper order, you will see that we've got here an ideal Bucharest.
Keď sa na to pozrieme pozorne a tie ťahy si rozpíšeme, tieto 4 v dvoch fázach, teda tie 4 obrany a biele ťahy, tak nájdeme tam ideálneho Bucharesta.
And now our story begins.
A teraz začína ten príbeh.
This problem was published in Problem. Did I say this before? Maybe.
Táto skladba bola publikovaná v Problemblaде. Povedal som to predtým? Myslím, že áno.
What year?
The year. It was 1956.
Bolo to v 56., kedy spojenecké vojska vtrhli do Maďarska.
Two years before Dombrovskis thing.
Right. How did you know that?
I knew Dombrovskis personally.
Well, I discovered this myself. It was 2 years before Dombrovskis.
Kecajú a kecajú.
But I don't claim this name for myself, because this was only by chance that I did the Dombrovskis in this problem.
Bede povedal, že teda bolo to 2 roky pred tou prvou dvojťažkou Dombrovskisa, podľa ktorej bola téma pomenovaná. Uri sa pýtal, že ako to vedel, a vedel asi si sa spočítal, že 56 minus 58 je 2. Minus 2? Alebo minus 2. A Uri ale povedal, že ten jeho Dombrovskisov efekt, nakoniec teda nie je tam Dombrovskisová téma, je tam Dombrovskisov paradox, že to nebola intencia, intenciou bol ten ideálny Bucharest.
Where was I? Yes. So it was published in Problembla, and after a short time the award appeared.
Zakrátko v Problemblade sa objavil výsledok. And we can guess.
What can you guess?
A môžeme hádať, že čo získal.
What can you guess? Tell me.
The awards. Which prize?
Can you guess it?
Audience.
No, you.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Really?
Okay.
Any
other guesses?
Special prize.
You know the award. Yeah. Peter was right. It is not even mentioned in the award.
Že ani to
nebolo, not only he did not get anything.
Ani to nebolo zmienené vo výsledku.
It is not mentioned. It was something. Today, those days I didn't know much about judgments, etc. But today I know more. So it is amazing that a problem like this doesn't matter if it is by me or by somebody else. It's not even mentioned in the award.
Hovorí, že v tých časoch veľa nevedel o rozhodovaní, ale že dneska už vie. A že aj tak je to pre ňa také zvláštne, že to nebolo ani spomenuté. Že nezáleží na tom, či to je od neho problém alebo od niekoho iného.
Can you mention the name of the judge?
It was me.
Moment. Yeah. He will not escape. I will mention his name.
Že spomeniem meno, rozhodol som si neskôr.
To be on the safe side, I asked again because I remember something like that, but I asked again Entregan to check what happened in the award, if this problem got something or what. He said, no mention in the award.
Sorry, Uri, you asked now or on those years?
No, I asked
Takže teraz, jak to
for the
pripravoval,
book, you know.
teraz ako to pripravoval, tak sa pýtal Henka Legranda z Problem Blazu, že či nevie, že čo sa stalo, či vôbec, neviem, ja domýšľam, či ten rozhodca to videl, či to rozhodoval, povedal, že jediná odpoveď bola, že nie je o tom žiadna zmienka, nie je o tom nič napísané.
And I remember the name of one judge. There were even two judges.
Boli tam dokonca dvaja rozhodcovia.
If you have one judge, you can say this judge is I don't know, he doesn't know anything about chess problems. But two judges are too much.
Takže tam že boli tam dvaja rozhodcovia, no že keby to bol jeden rozhodca, takže človek si tak môže pomyslieť, že dobre, no však má iný vkus, alebo nevie nič o šachových problémoch, ale že keď tam boli dvaja.
I will mention the name of, because I remember the other judge I also think I know, but I'm not sure. I don't want judge to mention his name, but one of the judges was some person with the name of Verdonk.
Verdonk.
You hear about this famous composer?
Verdonk.
Verdonk, yes, I know the name, but...
You know everything.
Yeah, no, but I can remember one problem.
It was pseudonym of Michel.
Well, I would kill him.
You are in danger.
And so this person, he is connected also to the second problem that I will show you after this one.
You mean the name of the judge?
The name of the
judge.
Sometimes in some magazines they make the award by the solvers.
No, but this was not by the solvers.
It was not the solver?
No.
Michel hovorí, že niekedy v tých časoch rozhodnutia robili aj riešitelia tej súťaži. To nebolo nezvyklé, ale Uri hovorí, že to nebol ten prípad, že to naozaj rozhodoval rozhodca. A to meno toho rozhodcu, ktoré spomenul, ktoré pozná asi iba Michel, tak bude v súvislosti aj druhý problém, ktorý ukáže.
Okay. There is more to say about this one before I go to the other one.
A ešte chce niečo povedať k tomu zohu.
After some years, after about, I don't know, 7 years, let's say, this problem, exactly the same position, but with 3 pawns more, I can find where they stood, but it doesn't matter so much.
Po asi 7 rokoch, presne táto pozícia, ale s nejakými 3 pešiakmi navyše,
was published in Russia.
Bola uverejnená in Soviet Union, I mean.
In Soviet Union.
Bolo uverejnené v Sovietskom zväze.
It participated even, I don't know if it was published or participated without publishing before, in the Soviet Union Championship.
Že zúčastnila sa dokonca
for self-mates.
v majstrovstvách Sovietskeho zväzu v samomatoch, ale nevie, že či akože zúčastnila sa, alebo bola najprv publikovaná. Proste niekde ju videl uverejnenú, neviem, či bol
There were 2 problemists who participated in this championship with the problem, which is anticipated totally by this one, and they got second place in the Russian championship.
Asi rôzny, no, ale asi ako 2 podobné úlohy.
Aha, že there were two problems or two authors?
Like, 2 authors.
Takže tá úloha, ktorá...
The authors are Berezhnoi and Gebert.
Autormi boli Václav Gebert a Berezhnoi, neviem, jak sa volá to s tým menom. a získalo to druhé miesto v tom majstrovstvách Sovietskeho zväzu. Spomenul, že samozrejme je to totálny predchodca táto úloha.
More than that, they also sent it to the FIDE album.
A navyše oni to tiež poslali do albumu FIDE.
By the way, this one I did not send for the FIDE album, not because he didn't get anything, but because in this period it happened that I was not very much interested in the FIDE album.
Že Uri to neposlal v tom čase do albumu FIDE, moc ho v tom čase albumy FIDE nezaujímali, oni to asi poslali.
But they sent it to the FIDE album, and it is in the FIDE album, their problem.
A dostalo sa to do FIDE albumu. They were lucky.
No, but the trouble, lucky or something else. The trouble is that their problem, the pieces that they added to this problem, demolished the problem. I mean, the problem they published, which appears in the FIDE album, as a major flaw.
Hovorí toto, že navyše nie len, že sa to dostalo do albumu FIDE, ale tá úloha tých sovietských autorov pridaním toho materiálu dospela k nejakému zásadnému nedostatku.
It had a major dual. You know what? They wanted to do something like this. If you remember, after this one in the third place,
chceli urobiť toto.
We did this. And not this because of the slide. But they wanted to have this one, which is natural.
Oni chceli zmeniť, aby po jazdec DP dálnivej hre nešlo jazdec E4, ale aby šlo dáma B4, čo je prirodzené.
It seems that it is simple to have this one by adding a pawn here.
Vyzerá to, že to je jednoduché, pridaním pešiaka.
But then we have a dual.
Ale potom máme dual.
We have this, but we still have this.
Že to jazdec E4 ostalo, to neodstraníme.
And this is what they did. They had to add some more pawns because of this, because now they have this check, this terrible check.
Museli pridať ďalší materiál, lebo pridaním pešiaka E2 vznikalo vedľajšie riešenie dáma C5 a podobne.
And they had to have one more pawn, I don't remember where.
Ešte niekde museli pridať pešiaka.
But anyway, this is dual. This is dual.
Takže je tu závažný duál, to si myslím, že sa zhodneme aj ostatní.
They did not get rid of this.
In fact, it means there is no ideal Ruchlis, Uri. Is it true?
No, it is. This problem is ideal.
Well, but the other one. If you
the
have
other
dual,
one is no problem.
If you have dual,
it is demolished. So this variation maybe don't exist in the set plate.
Hovorí, že ja som povedal, že podľa toho prípadom ten ideálny Ruchlis tam vôbec nie je, a on hovorí, že ten variant je úplne znehodnotený, ako keby nebol. To znamená, že
so maybe it is a Ruchlis, but not ideal.
Že možno je to Ruchlis, ale teda nie je ideálny.
And of course it is not ideal that this composer published this problem. I am sure they saw it somewhere. It was published in Problemblatt, and they could see it, but I am not sure.
Uri si povedal jednak, že je si istý, že tí Sovieti to videli, ale za chvíľu povedal, že nie je si istý.
Because they got exactly to the same position, but without these added pawns. All right, so this is also a part of the story.
Takže toto tiež je.
Which shows you that the judges of this problem in the Problemblatt tournament, well, they did not mention a problem which got into the FIDE album and also got to the second place in USSR championship.
I missed your idea. The judges of this
the judges in Problemblatt did not mention this. I told you before.
Yes.
But they did not mention a problem which got afterwards in the FIDE album, not by me, but by...
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Afterwards. OK, rozumieš?
Naznačuje, že vlastne je to také zvláštne, že v prvom rade to nedostalo nič od nejakých rozdielov a potom to bolo druhé v ruskom. šampionáte a ešte to bolo v finále.
Jasné, ale nie je to, že v problém vláde nespomenuli potom, že v Rusku...
Nie, v problém vláde spomenuli.
Okay, it is not so important. So, this is part of the story of this problem. Okay, only part.
Toto je časť toho príbehu.
I hope the stories are interesting, I don't know. If they are boring, I could make them short, I don't know.
Takže ak sa moc nudíte, dúfam, že to je aspoň trochu zaujímavé, ak sa moc nudíte, tak to môže skrátiť.
But in my opinion, these stories have some interest in order to understand what happens in our world of chess composition and how problems are judged and etc. etc.
On sa nazdáva, že niečo zaujímavé by na to mohlo byť, aby sme vlastne lepšie rozumeli nášmu svetu takovej kompozície, ako sa skladá, ako sa rozhoduje.
All right. So before I continue with the story about this problem, it is connected also to the other problem. So I'm showing now the other one.
Takže teraz sa konečne rozhodol, že ukáže druhý problém.
The other one was composed about the same period. It is a helpmate in 2 moves, and I did again the mistake of sending it to problem lab.
Takže táto skladba, ktorú Marian stavia, je približne z toho istého času. Tiež je to Uriho úloha. Je to pomocný mat druhým ťahom a hovorí, že zopakoval svoju chybu z toho predošlého problému, z tej predošlej skladby, že znova aj túto poslal do problém vlády.
It seems that I am not different from other people. I repeat my mistakes.
Že nie je odlišný od iných ľudí, že tiež opakuje svoje chyby.
Počuli ste, hej?
I don't learn from experience.
Neučí sa do svojich chýb.
Ja mám v tomto časopise najviac vyznamenaní.
Daniel has got most of his awards in the mentioned magazine Problemblatt.
Ale byl tím rozhodčím?
Okay. I hope you have a different judges.
The second judge.
Okay, no, I don't believe it. So, but as I told you before, one of the judges, there were also 2 judges in this tournament.
Aj v tomto turnaji pomocných matov boli 2
They
rozhodcovia.
probably just divide all the problems between themselves and lost half of them.
Well, I hope it is so, because otherwise...
Georgi hovorí, že tak možno, že mali si rozdelili tie úlohy na 2 polovičky, každý si zobral jednu a jednu z nich stratili, tak potom zatvárili, že sa nič nestalo.
Okay, this is the helpmate in 2.
Pomocný mat druhým ťahom.
I also composed it. I did not know anything about, almost anything about chess problems at the period.
V tom čase nevedel veľa, povedal, že skoro vôbec nič o šachových problémoch.
It happens that this problem shows this famous idea which is in ASP, anticipatory self-interference. Yes, you know this idea.
Spracúva úlohu, spracúva tému, jasná, predbežné prerušenie, asi to bude konkrétne v príklade.
Okay. Živko Janevský has done a whole book he published about this theme.
O tejto téme iný veľmajster Živko Janevský napísal celú knihu o príkladoch na túto tému.
And this problem is one of the first of his collection for the book.
Táto skladba bola jedna z prvých v tej jeho zbierke Janevského.
Because it happened to be one of the first problems on this theme.
Vyzerá to, že to bola jedna z prvých skladieb na túto tému.
So it is something like pioneer. I didn't know all that at the time.
Nevedel to v tom čase a teraz si nazdáva, že to je jedna z pionierských.
So let's see what happens here. It has 2 solutions.
Má to 2 riešenia.
we want the king on this file, the black king here or here. And, okay, first solution goes like this, comes here.
Prvé riešenie.
To make place for the king and pinning this at the same time. And the rook will interfere with the bishop.
Väža prerušuje strelca čierneho.
The king will enter here, and now we have a choice.
Král vstupuje do väzby a teraz máme výber.
We must make by this and defend this square. This is not good because we unpinned the rook.
Toto nie je správne, lebo jazdec by odviazal väžu.
But this is made.
A jazdec D6 má správne.
And the other solution is exactly the same.
King is not on his.
King.
Sorry. So this is the first one.
Druhé riešenie.
Preparing a move for the king. And now the bishop will interfere with the rook.
Teraz strelec preruší väžu opačne.
King comes here. Again, we have a choice of these two moves. Now we don't choose this because of the...
Opäť analogicky jazdec si môže vybrať a ide naopak, lebo by odviazal strelca.
We choose the other direction. And this is made. Okay. Well, I think by now you can guess what happened with the award in Problem Blood.
Takže si myslím, že teraz môžeme hádať, že aké vyznamenanie to v Problém Blade získalo?
Kind of.
Nothing. Yes. Nothing in the award.
Good tradition.
Yeah. They saved some papers there.
Takže nezískalo to vyznamenanie žiadne opäť.
And again, one of the judges were this Verdonk, which is very famous now, because we mentioned it in his name many
A jeden z
times.
tých rozhodcov bol ten istý Verdonk, ktorý už je teda veľmi známy, lebo pred chvíľkou ho spomenul.
And okay, I verified this also with Henry Grant. He checked in Problemland and he told me that it doesn't appear in the world.
A podobne teraz, jak vlastne pripravuje výber svojich skladieb, tak znova sa pýtal Henka Legranda, tento pozeral v tých starých Problembladoch a znova mu potvrdil, že to nebolo vyznamenané.
And this is I don't know, at these times I was not surprised at anything because I didn't know much. But I am more surprised today that it was not even mentioned.
Že v tých časoch, že ho to veľa až tak neprekvapilo, lebo veľa o tom nevedel, ale dneska ho to prekvapuje, obidve tieto skladby.
And how it goes, yes. Well, I must tell you, I don't know if you understand anything of the things, what happened in Netherlands at that time, in Problemland, or with these judges who judged this tournament. But for a long time, I didn't understand what really happened.
Že hovorí to takýmto spôsobom, že nevie, že či my vieme, že čo v tom čase sa dialo v Holandsku, v rozhodovaní, prípadne s tými rozhodcami, že on to tiež teda dlhý čas nevedel.
Only after some time I realized that there can be a reason, a very complicated reason.
A po nejakom čase sa teda dovtípil alebo dopracoval k tomu, že môže to mať svoj dôvod, veľmi komplikovaný, ale predsa len dôvod.
Behind these stories. How did I come to these conclusions? Of course, I cannot be sure of anything.
Ako som prišiel k takémuto záveru, s ktorým som si neistý, ale poviem nám to.
There is nobody to ask. I cannot ask anybody who was involved with these problems directly. because it's too long time. You have to live a very long life
Takže
in
nemôže sa
order
už
to
priamo
be able
opýtať
to answer my questions.
tých aktérov, tak sa len domnieva.
But there was, in the meantime, something that led me, not at that time, but now, to have some explanation. But
Takže medzičasom, nie v tom čase, ale medzičasom došlo k niečomu, niečo sa stalo, čo ho viedlo k akémusi vysvetleniu.
to me it seems reasonable, this explanation, but I don't know. Maybe you
Jemu
can
sa
tell me
to zdá, že to dáva zmysel, ale nevie, že či je iný.
that I am dreaming or
Možno, že
fantasizing.
žije v oblakoch, povedal.
Okay, but for that we have to put another problem on the board.
A na to, aby to vysvetlil, tak chce ukázať tretiu skladbu. Nie skladbu 3. tisícročia, ale tretiu skladbu.
It is like a detective story.
Okay. That's good to hear because it means that you are interested in it.
Vedel poznámku ohodnotil, že aspoň niekto počúva.
It is like a detective story, but nobody to ask, nobody to, of the persons which were involved, nobody is living anymore.
By the way, we have 1 minute time now. What was written with the solutions of those problems in problem?
Vedel sa pýta, že čo bolo v problém blade napísané, keď vyšla tá úloha v riešení.
There were some words by the editor, very short ones, which also Legrand sent them to me, but I really don't remember exactly.
Bol tam nejaký komentár toho vedúceho oddelenia, ktorý mu teraz Legrand poslal. Nepamätá si to presne, ale bol to taký ako krátky, pravdepodobne nejaký faktický komentár.
This is a three-mover.
Toto je trojťažka.
There is a very strange story, even, I don't know if more or less strange than what you heard already about this problem. And I will tell it in a moment.
A k tomuto sa viaže ďalšia zvláštna príhoda, ktorú nám vyrozpráva o chvíľočku, keď Marian vyšvihne a postaví to. Neponáhľaj sa. Don't hurry, Marian. We are in tension. The final touch.
I think that is. Thank you. Okay, this is made in Slimov. And it was also published at that period. It was published in 50. The years of the judgment were 55, 56.
Problem blood?
Luckily not problem blood.
No.
Takže táto skladba, výsledok vyšiel v rokoch 55-56 a na vedevú otázku povedal no teda našťastie, že to neposlal do problém bladu.
This was published in Al-Amishmar in Israel.
Bolo to Al-Amishmar, to bolo the newspaper.
In a
To sú
newspaper.
také noviny, ktoré aj Josi Reter, to myslím, že viedol tam. To je rubrika v novinách.
What does it mean, Al-Hamishmar?
Sorry?
What does it mean in Hebrew?
Al-Amishmar, it means on guard.
Al-Amishmar znamená na stráž.
On guard. like the Guardian or something. It was a left-wing magazine. And at first it was totally communist magazine. You know, many people in Israel believed in communism.
Takže kedysi, najprv to boli
Like in
komunistické
Russia, maybe
noviny.
or not. Yeah.
Hovorí, že mnohí ľudia v Izraeli veria komunizmu.
Sorry?
I translated that many people in Israel believe in communism.
Believed.
Aha, že verili.
Not anymore.
You're lucky.
Today, not many. Only
Teraz
few.
dneska už nie je veľa.
Yeah. But but it was run by by a famous problemist in Israel, Yosef Goldschmidt, which were, I just, by the way, will mention that he was nicknamed the father of Israeli problemists, because he was taking care, he was very involved in this activity of chess composition, and he also was a good composer.
Tu hovorí pomimo, že tú rubriku v tom Al-Amishmar, The Column in Al-Amishmar, ju viedol Josef Goldschmidt, ktorý mal teda prezývku, že otec izraelských skladateľov, že taký veľmi, no nechcem teda menovať, ale niečo ako Beďo u nás. Something like Bedrich in Czechoslovakia.
Yes.
Thank you.
So it was published in Israel, and the award came out. It was mentioned in the award, and even in the first place. So,
takže v Izraeli bolo to publikované v Izraeli vyšiel aj výsledok a dokonca to bolo v tom výsledku a získalo to prvé mieste, bolo to na prvom mieste.
About, let's say, I don't remember how much time after the publication, something like 10 years or even more.
A asi o 10 rokov po zverejnení, možno viac.
There was a problemist in Israel called Tzvi Shavit, or his previous name was Heilgut.
Takže v tom čase, čo povedal asi o 10 rokov neskôr, bol v Izraeli skladateľ Tzvi Shavit, sorry. A jeho predošlé meno, his previous name was?
Heilgut.
I
don't know if it is the translation. Well, this is the semantics, but Shavit is a star which, flies with a tail.
Kometa.
How is it called?
Kometa. Comet.
Yes.
To meno znamená kometa po slovensky.
All right, but this is not the story.
Ale toto je iný príbeh.
And I will tell you at the moment what happened with Shavit regarding this problem. But already I will tell you that Shavit, Israel was a country which accepted many newcomers from other countries.
A v tom čase, vôbec Izrael je krajina, ktorá prijala mnohých ľudí z rôznych krajín.
Shavit was born in, where do you expect it? He was born in Netherlands.
A Shavit sa narodil v Holandsku.
And it is in all probability that he knew this problemists who were active at that time in Netherlands, like our famous Verdonk and others.
Že je pravdepodobné, to povedal, že mohol poznať tie skladby, ktoré ukazoval skôr v Holandsku, ktoré boli publikované.
Okay. But first we shall see the solution of this.
Ale najprv teda si pozrime riešenie tejto preťažky.
So, this problem shows in German.
Táto skladba ukazuje tému, ktorá je známa.
Vacating sacrifice.
V nemeckej terminológii ako čo?
Räumungsopfer.
Je Räumungsopfer. Räumungsopfer, čiže obeť uvoľňujúca priestor.
Of course, I did not know anything of this. I just got the idea and composed to this.
Uri hovorí, že teda tiež nepoznal tú tému ako tému, len teda dostal nápad a
the solution goes like this. Knight comes here, giving himself a flight.
A dáva voľné pole.
And the threat, we shall see that the threat belongs to the idea. But you can see immediately that if the queen is not here, it's a mate here.
Hovorí, že Hrozba tiež patrí k celej téme alebo
If
idei.
we could get rid of this queen somehow, then we could have this mate.
Keby tam nebola tá dáma, tak jazdec ešte je mat rovno.
We shall see 4 sacrifices of this queen, and one
Budeme
mate
vidieť
here.
obete dámy.
So this is Remonsthofer,
Tak toto je
sacrifice of the
Remonsthofer.
queen in order to... Okay. So, but the threat is something different. The threat is this one.
Hrozba je takáto.
This is another Remonsthofer, by the way, because
Mimochodom, toto je
You will be a
ďalšia
man.
obeť uvoľňujúca
because
priestor.
if he takes with the pawn, we use the vacation of the rook and make here. You can also take the knight, but it's made either by the queen or the rook here.
Ak by král zobral na C5, tak potom je mat na D5 väžou alebo dámou.
Okay, where shall we begin? This is the defense because after this you will take and have a flight here.
Väža na 3 bráni, lebo keby sme pokračovali v hrozbe, tak král utečie cez C5 a B4.
But we take advantage when he is here. If he would sacrifice here, this will open the rook line. But if he goes away, then we can do this, Remonsthofer.
Keď väža odíde, teraz môžeme hrať dáma D5 a jazdec E6, lebo už väža z A6 nekryje E6.
Make here. Well, maybe today I would take more care that this square is not defended once more.
Možno dneska by...
It's not needed.
Ktoré?
This defense here.
No tá väža je tam zbytočná na C5.
To je úplne zbytočná?
No lebo zbytočne pokrytá to C5. No v tej hrozbe ju treba, lebo je tam väzba, ale...
OK.
Huh?
He translated. Explain to me and translate it.
So this is the first variation. The second variation goes rook here,
Analogicky z druhej strany.
and he's leaving this.
E5.
So sacrifice here, takes, and this does not defend here, and mate here. Understood? And everything understood?
Či vám to je jasné?
Áno.
Zoli a Joško.
Áno. Jasné.
Igen.
Another variation is coming here,
Toto je ďalší variant.
and now this goes. So when this takes, it's no harm, because you see, the bishop is not here anymore. And when he takes, it's made here. If he takes here, I think it is made with the pawn here, which is a nice mate.
The same also.
Or maybe other mates. There are other mates too. Never mind. And the last one will be this one.
Tu the bishop.
E6.
To je posledný variant.
This defends this square, so but it's leaving this line, so you can
Môže hrať na D6, lebo už to nebude šach.
check here. This is taken without check and make here. So all right.
Všetci vpravo.
But why am I showing this to you?
Prečo toto ukazujem?
Nobody could guess.
To
So I will tell you the story.
Takže vám poviem prečo.
And this story I did not tell to many people, I can tell you. But you are trust, everyone.
Toto som nerozprával
I
by
did
som,
not
ale
tell
že
this
máte moju
story
dôveru.
because I was ashamed of it. And you will see in a moment why. Well, about 10 years or so after this problem appeared, one day I went to Netanya everybody knows Netanya now. No? There was a congress there. Never mind. Why I went to Netanya? Because there was a chess tournament there.
Jedného dňa, asi po 10 rokoch po publikácii tejto skladby, Uri išiel do Netanie, kde bol šachový turnaj.
It was in the period that there was a period that I did not compose.
To bolo v čase, kedy neskladal.
Something like, I don't remember how much, but many years. Before I came back to composition, but in this period I didn't compose, I came just to play in a tournament in Netanya.
Takže v týchto rokoch, toto obdobie trvalo niekoľko rokov, neskladal, ale išiel hrať turnaj.
And there, when I came, I met Tzvi Hashavit in Netanya.
A tam stretol Tzvi Hashavita.
Maybe he came also there to play in a tournament, I don't remember.
Už si nepamätá, či aj ten tam prišiel na turnaj.
It was a festival there, I don't know, but what's important to our story is that one day he approached me with a paper and a diagram on this paper and say, okay, look at this.
Takže čo bolo dôležité pre náš príbeh je, že jedného dňa, myslím si, že v tej Netanii na tom turnaji prišiel za ním, doniesol mu papier, na ktorom bol diagram šachový a povedal mu, že pozri sa na toto.
Maybe it was not 10 years, it was maybe 7 years after this program was published, never mind. But, okay, I took this problem, these diagram, it was with letters, I remember, and I put it on the board, and I look at it looks very familiar.
Takže on zobral si ten papier, ten diagram, tú pozíciu z toho diagramu si postavil na šachovnicu a bolo mu to nejaké známe.
And I looked more carefully, and what I found is this position, mirror position of this, exact mirror position.
A rozoznal, že bola tam táto pozícia zrkadlová.
Well, I went to Hashavit and asked him, told him, okay, this is a mirror position of my problem.
A takže sa išiel znova za Hashavitom, povedal mu, že to je zrkadlová pozícia tejto skladby.
And what he tells me that this problem he found in Problemblatt, published by a Dutch composer.
A Hashavit mu povedal, že to je problém, ktorý on Hashavit našiel, alebo teda reprodukoval z Problemblattu a zložil ho holandský skladateľ.
I was a bit surprised by this, and I told him, okay, if it was published, it was done before, it must be published somehow that my problem is anticipated or something.
A Uri mu hovorí, že OK, že keď toto bolo publikované skôr ako môj, no tak treba to niekde napísať, že môj má predchodcu.
But the story seemed very strange to me. It was something very strange.
Ale niečo tam je divné.
It was exactly the same position, because I know that it can be done in slightly different positions, but why the exact position was suspicious to me.
Bolo mu podozrivé, že tá pozícia bola úplne rovnaká, lebo hovorí, že dá sa to urobiť s modifikáciami.
Anyway, Hashavit was a respectful person, and I believed him without any hesitation at the first, what I heard first.
A Uri, teda ten Tzvi Hashavit bol pre Uriho taká vážená osobnosť, dôveryhodná, takže mu plne veril.
But afterwards, nothing happened.
Ale neskôr nič sa nestalo.
I gave him all the opportunity to publish it and to tell everybody that my problem was anticipated, but he didn't do anything about it.
On mu dal tomu všetky podklady, aby napísal, Uri dal tomu Tzvi Hashavitovi podklady, aby napísal o tom, že Uriho úloha má predchodcu, ale nič sa nestalo, nenapísal to.
Well, afterwards it became I mean, more clear to me, if I'm right in this, what really happened here.
A počasie sa mu to vyjasnilo, čo sa stalo, ak teda má pravdu.
And you really must be some kind of Sherlock Holmes in order to follow all these things that happen. And during the preparations of my book, I also read some pages from the old Problem, the magazine by Petrovich, Problem.
Hovorí, že teda na to musíte byť trochu tak Sherlockom Holmesom, aby ste to vystopovali. A teraz hovorí fakticky, že počas prípravy tej jeho knihy tak čítal, listoval v nejakých starších časopisoch juhoslovanských Problém.
And in this magazine I found something that make me think maybe this is similar story.
A našiel tam niečo, čo sa mu zdalo podobný príbeh, ako tento, o ktorom rozprával.
I read an article by Cyril Kipping. You know the name?
Čítal článok Cyrila Kippinga.
At some time a high function, maybe president or something in the World Organization. Do you remember?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Before PCCC.
Aha. So
Takže bol prezidentom Svetovej organizácie pred PCCC.
he published some article in Problem. And what was it about? He told the story that someday he saw problems by some composer, and he was sure that these problems, the other composer was stealing them. It was a plagiat or something from other places, because he was sure that this problem cannot compose such problems. They were so good.
V tom článku Kipping hovoril o tom, že videl nejaké skladby od, myslím, že istého autora, tak to myslel, áno? Ktorých si bol istý, že to zložili iní skladatelia. Že im ukradol pozíciu.
He told the story, how he wrote to this composer, and he said, after what the exchange we had, this problem is we'll never publish anything anymore. Okay?
Takže skončil to nejakou korešpondenciou medzi ním a tým skladateľom a vyústilo to do toho, že ten skladateľ už nebude publikovať nikdy nič viac.
But this story, I connected it with this one. And I said to myself, well, if I put myself in the shoes of, let's say, a Shavit, you see a young composer, a new composer, composing problems like, you know, the ideal Ruchlis, and this problem, and the helmet. He might have said to himself, it cannot be. I mean, it cannot be that this child can come with such problems.
A Uri dedukuje z toho, že keď si seba predstaví, nazval to tak ako sa o tom zaujímavý obraz, že v topánkach švih Hazarita v tom čase, takže vedel by si predstaviť, že príde za ním nejaký mladý chlapec a ukáže mu takéto skladby, tak si tak pomyslí, že to nemohol on zložiť.
This was my assumption, my, how do you call it, hypothesis of what happened. And to add to this, I must tell you that I really, in one occasion, composed a problem that was already composed by a famous composer, I don't remember, maybe it was Schneider or somebody, which did a very nice thing, but it was anticipated, yes.
Hovorí teda, že aj jemu sa stalo, že naozaj zložil niečo, čo už bolo, menuje konkrétne.
So these are the facts that I know of, and what I concluded from these facts is what I told you, that Ashavit probably thought that I copied these problems from somewhere. And when he showed me this one and the mirror position, he thought, okay, the minute he sees this, he will admit that he copied it from something. And Ashavit, for sure, has connection. Maybe these Dutch people, he was in connection with them. And when they saw also this problem, maybe they asked him, who is this composer from Israel who sent us such problems? He said, okay, this, we know him as a plagiator.
A on sa nazdáva, že je istý, že Tzvi Hašavit mal blízke vzťahy s tými Holanďanmi, lebo vlastne spomenul, že mal bol holandský, myslím, no, čiže Tzvi Hašavit sa s tými Holanďanmi poznal, možno oni sa ho opýtali, keď prišla takáto skladba pre problém, že to je kto ten mladý. A Tzvi Hašavit možno povedal, my ho poznáme, to je taký známy plagiátor.
In this case, I can understand why they did not even say one word about my problem.
V takom prípade Uri teda začína rozumieť tomu, že prečo ani nezmienili sa o jeho problémoch, keďže je taký plagiátor. A prečo ich potom uverejnili?
So, well, I hope that everybody here knows me by now, and maybe you don't think the same.
Uri hovorí, že teda už dúfa, že ho poznáme a že verí, že si nemyslíme to isté.
Or maybe you do, I don't know.
Alebo možno, že si myslíme.
Well, anyway, to me it is okay. Very not only one unpleasant story, but also some kind of joke, some kind of funny story.
Takže pre neho nie je to nepríjemná spomienka, ale že zároveň je to sranda.
What can happen to a problemist he cannot understand anything what happens around him.
Zaujímavé, čo sa všetko môže problemistovi skladateľovi prihodiť, ani tomu nerozumie, ani o tom nevie, čo je za tým všetkým.
I'm taking a bit of a risk of telling you all this.
Takže podstúpil toto riziko a povedal nám túto jeho hypotézu.
But I hope that by now you know that it is not my habit to copy problems from other people.
Dúfa, že veríme,
at least I had in the past enough ideas of my own. I don't need to copy ideas of others.
Dúfa, že veríme tomu, že to nie je jeho spôsob skladania, že by kopíroval myšlienky iných.
Okay. Any questions?
We trust you, Uri.
One more question.
You trust me?
So if you know it now, why did you copy? Prečo ich kopíroval, keď to vie?
Why did I copy what? The problem?
Streamover, self-made and helper.
This one. I don't know. I like them.
Že sa mu páčili.
I like them.
So you can start with some original ideas from now on. Môže začať s nejakými novými nápadmi teraz.
I'll take your advice.
Moju radu k srdcu.
So, thank you very much for listening to me and being so patient to hear my stories here, which are very personal, but I can tell you, it can happen to everybody.
Takže ďakujem, že sme boli veľmi takí dobrí poslucháči a posluchovali sme jeho príbehy, ktoré sa týkajú jeho, osobné, ale teda, že môže sa to príbehy hodiť hocikomu, hociakému skladatelovi.
Okay, thanks.